Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Mustangs will put total leather and we'll get started. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. He was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to power their way ahead. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early on this opening drive for them. They're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
They'll give it to the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Power football with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. That is no good. The kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just going to keep it after the snap. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. It's complete to the left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got a man in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage. I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To throw, it's Jennings. Throwing right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Mustangs will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Wallace. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. On the move, it's Wallace. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the big fella. Runs through a tackle. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Easy. Cut it.
The option look. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
And the Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. On the option. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, it's a really nice job by the defense there, anticipating that they might see jet sweep here down close to the goal line. Good play.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways, and the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal again from the 2. On the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. The give on 4th down. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
It's complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Because the running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away, forced the incompletion.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the...
And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Penn State!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He's looking to throw it. Firing to the right, complete.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Leaves it with the running back. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. He makes the connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Gets it out fast.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Looking to throw on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, SMU!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's going to pass. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on third down. Looking downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Penn State 14, SMU 7.
The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Quarterback keeps it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Running back goes in motion. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job by the back holding on to the ball.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Wallace. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Smith takes the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Yankee blue, green 25.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 7.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Tennessee. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He's got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Penn State 24, SMU 14.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Gonzalez. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Wallace. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. They'll toss it to the left. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Pickup of 6. Third down coming up.
Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
24, SMU 14.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On fourth down, looking to pass. Finds his man enough for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now,
and the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
He just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking for a deep man. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Now on the option. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Takes the handoff. It's Wallace. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Here comes the option. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.